Hello and welcome back to Casual Gastronomy, where today we are making sweet potato gnocchi. Now, if you've been here for a little while, you already know that we've made a gnocchi episode before, but we have a good reason to do another one, and that is, firstly, I was not happy with the way that the gnocchi turned out in the first episode. Secondly, it's -8 degrees outside, so it is a perfect day to make a warm, hearty dish like gnocchi that could potentially save our lives. 3, I, for some reason, got a potato ricer for my birthday, so we can use that. 4, Lauren, for some reason, got the little gnocchi ridge board to make the shape on from her workplace. 4, again, this is 4, 5. I've never tried sweet potato gnocchi before, so I'm really excited to try it. I love sweet potatoes, I love gnocchi. I'm sure it's gonna be delicioso.
But we're not making any old regular sweet potato gnocchi.
No.
We're putting a little spin on it by using Japanese sweet potatoes, which are a little different from orange sweet potatoes because they're white on the inside and they're a little starchier. So we're gonna pair the gnocchi with a miso-butter sauce. But before we get started, please make sure to give this video a like, and let's go make some gnocchi.
For this recipe, we're going to begin by washing 2 pounds of Japanese sweet potatoes, then lightly poking them with a fork. Then, we'll coat them with a little olive oil and bake them at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 1 hour or until they're completely tender and a knife slides easily in and out of them. Once they're ready, let them cool down just until you can handle them without getting burned. Then, cut them in half and remove the skin. Then, cut them into chunks and run them through a potato ricer. If you don't have a ricer, you can use a cheese grater. It's important that you do this while the potatoes are hot so that as much steam can escape as possible. Next, lay your potatoes out on a clean, lightly floured cutting board or countertop. Then, pour over 1 beaten egg and sift on 2 cups of flour. Then fold and knead your dough just until it all comes together. Try not to over-knead the dough so it retains its tenderness. Then, cut your dough into about 4 or 5 equal pieces. Then, one by one, roll the pieces out into a snake about the width of your thumb. Then, cut it into roughly half-inch pieces and set them aside on a lightly floured tray. After you're done cutting up your gnocchi, it's time to add the little ridges that will grip the sauce. We just so happen to have this little gnocchi board that Lauren got as a gift, but in our original gnocchi episode, we used a fork and it worked out just fine. Now, simply use your thumb to press down gently on the gnocchi and roll it across the board. There you have it. Now, just do that a couple hundred more times and you're ready to roll. Or, well, I guess you're done rolling at this point.
Now, bring a large pot of salted water up to a boil. While your pot is heating up, add 4 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of red miso to a pan over low heat. Once the miso and butter are melted, add in 4 thinly sliced cloves of garlic and the bottoms of 3 scallions. Give this a stir, then add 2 servings of gnocchi into the boiling water. Let them boil for about 2 minutes or until they begin to float. Then, transfer them to the miso-butter mixture with about 1/4 cup of the water from the pot. Turn the heat up to medium-high and stir your gnocchi just until the sauce clings to them. Then, plate your gnocchi up with some fresh steamed baby bok choy, the tops of the scallions from earlier, sesame seeds, and shaved Parmigiano.
Here we are with our miso-butter sweet potato gnocchi with steamed baby bok choy.
Take a whiff. Smells so good.
Smells incredible. This came together so fast.
Yeah.
I'm very pleased. So, we're not trying to lie to you or hide anything from you. I had some potatoes that I cooked the night before, which you can do too if you want to save time, that we swapped out. So we cut out that hour and a half long potato cooking process. And with that, after we just like mashed the potatoes, mixed in the flour and the egg, and shaped them, and then just cooked up the miso butter and tossed them in it. How long did that take us? Like an hour?
Yeah, probably all together. That's really quick.
For us, that was like record time. I mean, you can see it's still light out. It's not like midnight over here. Actually, it gets dark at 4 p.m. So normally we're done at like 4 p.m.
Yeah, but like the sauce is really quick, comes together really quickly, and then you just boil the gnocchi for like 2 minutes and then add it all in together.
Bon appetit.
Yep.
This smells amazing. The miso butter turned out, not gonna lie, turned out perfect. It's clinging to the gnocchi.
Yeah. Way better than our sauce last time.
Yeah.
The last time it broke, right?
And the dough for the gnocchi felt better. Everything is better than the last time.
Yeah.
Lesson learned. When you do something more than once, you get a little better at it. All right, without further ado, let's give this an as for the taste.
Okay.
All right. Obviously, I'm getting a piece of gnocchi to start with. Oh, I got a 2 for 1. I'm just gonna keep it.
Adrian's leaving us.
Yo, chill, Adrian, chill.
Okay.
All right. That is so good.
Is so yummy.
What the heck? Where has this been all my
It's
life?
Just the right amount of saltiness from the miso.
Yes.
Because I feel like miso, it can get like really salty if you use too much.
I was afraid. I thought we used too much, but
No, it came together because we didn't add any extra salt, which I think would have put us over the edge.
this dish is like the perfect balance between that like savory saltiness and the sweetness. I thought it was gonna be too sweet, but it's actually not overly sweet. It's like a subtle sweetness. And these Japanese sweet potatoes, they smell so good. They have this like almost floral fragrance, and they have this nice like balanced sweetness. That starchy texture gives these this super tender texture in the end.
So yummy.
What the heck? I hate how this dish, like one of the fastest, easiest dishes we've made, is actually like one of the most delicious. It's kind of annoying.
Why is it annoying?
Well,
because we slave away the other days and it's not as good as
yeah, when we're like slaving away and spending the whole day like sweating and doing all these different steps, only for the dish to be like pretty good, and then this one, like no effort, it's like that kid who just like passes exams without studying.
Oh, I studied for 10 minutes, gets 100%.
Literally. It's like, yeah, I'm happy for you, but also like, come on, man.
So yeah, maybe this could have been a little more difficult, but...
Yeah, we're gonna try and find a way to make this more difficult for you.
But it's good news for you guys if you want to try to make this at home, because like the amount of gnocchi that we made, like we only made a quarter.
A quarter of it.
So this recipe yields a lot.
So you could cut this in half if you want, or even a quarter and use a quarter of the recipe, or you could make this. You can freeze these gnocchi or use them for like meal prep. You could bring a bunch of people over. It's a super cheap way to feed a lot of people. Yeah, so this is definitely a recipe that's worthy of actually trying and not just watching. And
highly recommend.
Look how aesthetically pleasing it is. It's
I know,
so
you don't even have
beautiful.
to try. It just looks pretty.
It just looks amazing. It's so impressive for being something, once again, that's so stinking easy.
I'm so happy with how this turned out.
Me too. Well, guys, what else is there to say? Great dish.
Go make this.
Go make it. Like the video if you like these recipes. We came up with this ourselves. Go at Google search Japanese gnocchi. You know what you're gonna find? I can tell you what you're gonna find because you're gonna find our video, hopefully, if Google doesn't hate us.
Yeah.
A lot of the other recipes, they just used, was it even Japanese sweet potato? I think it was just regular potatoes with like this miso tomato sauce thing. I swear, I found like 500 blogs that all posted the same recipe with the same picture.
The same picture, the same stock photo.
It is. They're a bunch of frauds. Not us though. This is an OG recipe created by us. It's simple. It's not like I'm saying we're some like genius for coming up with this, but we put effort into creating something novel for you to enjoy. All right. We'll see you next week. Peace.